Doug Welch going up against Jordan Amine from the Michigan Wolverines. We haven't seen him here much. If I'm not mistaken, this may be his debut here in Cliff Keen Arena.
And he does look a little shell-shocked, kind of nervous. I don't know if he's normally has the red tint to his face. But how about this? You're starting your first duel in a Michigan singlet against a top-ranked guy, or excuse me, too many Welshes on the team. But immediately, Doug Welch comes to the double underhooks, gets the 2 points for the takedown.
Gets the 2-point takedown very early on in the match. And looking attentively in the crowd is Jordan Amine's father, Sam Amine. He was his head coach over at Brighton High School here in Michigan. Sam Amine, the head coach of Brighton, the former coach of two of the wrestlers here on this starting lineup, both his son Jordan Amine here at 157 pounds and to come at 174 pounds in Aaron Calderon. And here we have it, Doug Welch versus Jordan Amine. And I'll tell you, I was excited to watch Doug Welch versus Brian Murphy. I convinced you to have that be the key matchup of the night. We scrapped 133. Lo and behold, you knew something a little better than I did.
Inside source.
Who told you?
I can't say.
I can't disclose his resources.
Never give away the resources. But Doug Welch working on top with the double boots in. And you know what I like about Michael Chase? He's not afraid to hit the wrestlers with stalling. And he does a great job. It's consistent, and that's what you want to see is consistency in the from the referees. If they're making one call one way, you want to see it staying consistent throughout the duel, and it's happening here tonight.
There have been two things that have been consistent in this dual meet so far. One being major decisions, the other being stall calls. I don't think a single match has gone by without a stall call. Am I wrong?
You are correct.
And not a single match has ended without a major decision.
You're correct in there as well, so look at you.
Pulling out trends here. I don't need resources. And the Michigan bench yelling at Jordan, up and out on the whistle. Let's move. Sam Amine, his father, from the sideline, yelling at him. Let's go. Get to your feet. Get to your feet.
And he allows the legs to come back in.
And he needs to keep his elbows in and catch those legs in when he's coming up.
So now we saw the same situation at 141 pounds with Sabatello getting the early takedown and riding Hall out. Where do you go if you're Amine is the question for this coaching staff now. 2 minutes, 43 seconds of riding time.
Jordan Amine, the redshirt sophomore, a sociology major here at Michigan, is 7-9 on the season. Competed at a few tournaments for the Michigan Wolverines so far this season. Goes to the offside here. The unconventional starts position. He's on top.
So we'll see.
Looks to put a leg in of his own. Squeezes the left leg in there. But Welch has control of Amine's right leg. He's going to use that to get back up.
And this is where the fans don't understand the rules here. And this is what's so confusing because by rule, Michael Chase is supposed to be calling that side headlock. This is where we saw Fleming from Clarion as well as Taylor Massa make their money. And Amine has to watch his own back here, especially with Michael Chase right on top of it. So we have potentially dangerous. But the referee has the decision to either count if he feels that it's just being used as stalling, or he has the opportunity to let the wrestling go on.
Jordan Amine going to that crab ride early on. Let's see if he goes back to it. Can't get to it. Trying to get his legs in, but he's overcommitting here.
And it's important.
He's got to give up one, not two. Yep.
Just going to say that. Have
Great
to give
minds
up
think
one.
alike.
Very true.
As you were saying, you have to give up one, not two.
So Amine has to get to his offense. This headlock is going to do nothing for him. He has to break free, work to get to a tie, move his opponent, look to create an angle and get to a shot. And Welch has been effective.
And there he does it. He gets the 2-point takedown here. And he puts the boot in on Jordan Amine. He has 2 minutes of riding time as well. Leads the match 5-0 after getting a point escape in this period and another 2-point takedown with only 10 seconds left in the second period.
So here we go. Curious to see the decision. What's going to happen?
Doug Welch, one of the redshirt senior Welch brothers from this Purdue Boilermakers squad. His other brother, Chad Welch, the number 7 ranked wrestler in the country. And that's, you see that he's eager to get the takedown, but he shot from a mile away. Wasn't even close to his legs, falling right into Chad Welch's front headlock position. Did I say Chad? Doug Welch. Too many Welches on this team. Between Luke, Doug, and Chad.
I wasn't going to say anything.
But I saw you laughing at me.
I was laughing with you. But as I say that, Welch immediately back to that underhook, and this is where he's been successful, is in this underhook situation. So as I was saying before, Amine is not going to be able to get to too much offense from this side headlock situation. The over-under hands grasp on the slip grip. It was slowing down Welch, and that's the most important thing, is allowing him not to get to those double underhooks. But as I'm saying that, he gets to the double underhooks, gets the 2 points for the takedown, and guess what? With the riding time currently sitting at 2:27, Doug Welch has locked up the riding time point. So right now the match score in essence is 8-0. And that would be our 5th straight major decision here in Cliff Keen Arena.
Unless Jordan Amine can get back up to his feet, but it doesn't look like it. He is flat on his stomach, has no answer for the boot of Doug Welch.
And curious to see what is going to happen here. Do you hit the top man for stalling, or do you hit the bottom man again? As long as they stay in bounds. Seems like Doug Welch is in good position to get this major decision.
And he does. He leads the match with that extra point of riding time, 9-0. 5 major decisions so far in these first 5 matchups between the Michigan Wolverines and the Purdue Boilermakers here in Cliff Keen Arena.